Disclaimer: the contents of this podcast do not constitute medical or professional advice and do not reflect the opinions of the affiliates, promotional sponsors, or partners or advertising agencies, and only reflects the opinions of the members and guests. This podcast contains explicit content and offends everyone equally. VTSR expressly disclaims any and all liability relating to any actions taken or not taken based on any or all contents of this podcast. We disclaim any responsibility. Listen at your own risk. Main sponsors: NOS Defiance Group LLC for all your training, consulting, and special operations solutions needs for military, law enforcement, and private clients. ATAX Camo, you won't even see them coming. And it's time. Buckle up, sit down, shut up, and open those ear canals because you're about to be penetrated by the soft, smooth sounds of the one and thankfully the only J.P. Cervantes and his two bestest buddies in the whole world, Mike and Nate, here on VTSR.
You've been watching too much Masterclass. What's going on, guys? What's up, Mike?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Oh, man. Just living another day, man. Living another day.
Pretty much.
That's all we can do. Ain't that right, Nate?
All right. So I've got my stopwatch going. And I'm not going to lie. An hour and a half ago, I went through this.
All right. And we're done with Nate. Back to you, JP.
Back to Mike. I went through a massive panic attack. It was crazy. I didn't know what to do. I just sat there and rode through it, and it was like a roller coaster. And all I could think was how quickly I could tell the story to Mike.
Panic attacks.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
not bad for Mike's story.
Nate, you're doing pretty freaking good at telling your stories like faster.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you right
now. In all honesty, though, brevity is good, but sometimes we need to slow things down in our heads because we're always in fifth gear with our conditions. So I think that's part of my therapy is telling long-winded, rambling, roundabout stories. I'm just saying, just putting it out there.
We love you too.
Everybody's got coping mechanism, I guess.
Right?
What about you, Mike? How you been, man?
Doing all right. Busy since they lifted the troop stop movement here in the States. Everybody's like rushing to get training done before the fiscal year ends so they can spend that money. So just been busy, in and out. A lot of time in the Pacific Northwest where they drink the Kool-Aid real bad.
You're having to wear a mask everywhere you go?
Technically, yes, because USASOC has a policy. If you're interacting with USASOC personnel, you have to wear a mask. So I play nice since our boys. But when on my off time, yeah, I tried not to wear a mask. But because of that, I've gotten really used to ordering food online and picking it up, so I just don't have to deal with people anymore. And it's actually rather efficient that way if you can plan your day. So,
but that must be hard on you, Mike, because you love being around people.
No, you do.
No, I
yes,
don't.
you do. Don't lie.
No, I don't. You know I don't.
You know what is funny is I see all the time people complaining. And okay, I understand if it's frustrating, right? Like you go somewhere and somebody tells you, hey, you can come here without a mask. Got it. Understand it. It's frustrating because you don't want to wear a fucking mask, right? Like I don't wear it half of the places I go that aren't supposed to be wearing it. Now, if they tell me, hey, sir, you need to leave, I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll leave. But what I really don't like is all these people that come on social media just recording and acting up in front of an employee because the employee is telling them to, look, he's making me wear a mask. I'm like, dude, you got the option of putting on the freaking mask and going in the place of business or find another one. It is that simple. I understand that it's stupid. Got it. I got it. I don't agree with it. But if a place of business got a rule, you got two choices. Follow the rule and shop there or drink there or go somewhere else. It's that easy. You don't have to make a big deal about it. I mean, that's just my view is like, I'm not saying I agree with the mask. I'm just saying if you're gonna go into a place of business, they got rules too, and if you got two choices, follow them or not. But you don't have to make a big deal about it because at the end of the day, still their business, and they're gonna tell you, "Fucking, you got to be out." Sorry.
I'm just curious how they're going to like start. If anybody's going to take a look at the new statistics that came out with the CDC lately, where they actually broke it down by age group and the comorbidities and everything like that. But I bet you they're not going to do a damn thing. They're not going to change anything. So
No, because it's the biggest hoax that's ever been pulled on the world that we know to date. So we got to go with it. We got to roll with it.
I mean, I look at it a little bit differently than JP does. I mean, yeah, if a store has a rule, has a rule. You know, thank goodness for our conditions. You know, I play the medical reason for, you know, medical exemption deal. One, I just like watching them squirm because it's entertaining for me, but I'm not recording it. It's for my entertainment. And I just want to educate them about the American Disability Act, and they have to give me reasonable accommodations if they don't want me in there without a mask. So just make sure they get educated. But unfortunately, I think this is the new normal, and it's bullshit. But
well, to quantify it, Gap made $130 million just on mask sales in the last quarter. $130 million. So nobody's profiting whatsoever off of this.
Oh no.
Well, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart freaking profited during the freaking house arrest. So
yeah,
their quarterly sales just skyrocketed.
Now, the biggest issue is that it being, like you said, the new norm, we're accepting things that shouldn't be accepted. But here's the other side of it: is mental health now is more not prevalent, more aware to people because everybody is suffering at some degree. And I think that isolation really woke up a lot of people to a certain extent. That was a hardship.
Should have had to happen that way, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm always isolated anyway. So
welcome to.
That's about it. I mean, not a whole lot changed here other than I wasn't working. So,
yeah. So welcome to our world, everybody else out there, because this is how we normally live with our conditions, because that's why we choose fun.
Hey, we're physically distancing right now, so we're doing what everybody's supposed to be doing.
That's right. You know, I think the ones that suffer the most is parents. You know, they're not used to having the kids. They're not used to having the kids at home 24/7. Man, they were going crazy. They're like, "Can somebody please come and watch my kids?"
We homeschooled our son from 8th grade on. It was probably the best decision we ever made. So hopefully, some of these parents are looking at that, and it's a better option if they can make it work. So that's the biggest thing.
Touching on homeschooling, most homeschooling parents that I know are done their schooling within 4 hours of a day.
Yes, correct.
They don't need this 8-hour day time. It's and you did it for, you said grade 8 on. Yeah. It doesn't eat up the whole day. So
it doesn't have to. I'm not saying it hasn't always been that way. Sometimes he was still typical teenager, got lazy sometimes, and I had to ride him, keep busting his balls until about, for 8 to 10 hours a day. But yeah, a lot of times it was 4 to 6 hours a day and he was done.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. And then the other side of the coin is a lot of these parents that have to homeschool or had to during that time frame, the system that they were brought up through the education, like the three of us have an educational instructional background because of work. So it kind of, not naturally, but we have that basic skill set, the toolbox to delve into. But the normal parent out there, I've talked to a few of my friends, and they are grayer than they were 6 months ago. And they look about 50 and they're only 25. So yeah, good luck to those that have to do it. And you're right, Mike. It is actually a better option for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just the infrastructure. The biggest problem is the infrastructure for families that have multiple kids. They don't have multiple laptops, tablets, Wi-Fi, internet that can handle that kind of consumption. So I mean, that's the biggest deal. And I guess we're on a program right now that actually has been hacked during school teachings, and some videos have been put on the screen for the kids to watch for their education. And so I know some teachers are like, screw this, let's get back in the classroom. But
yeah.
Matt, so yeah, you were talking about mental health there, Nate. And I did, 2 weeks ago, the Man 22 Suicide Awareness run here in Fayetteville. And there were more people than I thought that were going to be there, because I go like, man, with this whole quarantine stuff, nobody's going to show up. I want to say there was a good 300 maybe.
Yeah, the pictures looked like a lot of people.
Yeah. So it was pretty good. Actually, Gary Brockman was there. and he was doing a coverage, of the event.
Who?
Gary Brugman.
Never heard of her.
Oh my God, Gary's gonna be so mad. He'll be
He's
like, but I was in your show, man.
He's crushed now.
No, so he was there, and anyways, it was really good to see that there was a lot of guys out there, because I mean, we're pretty good compared to a lot of other people that we know, and I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about mentally. And it was good to see that a lot of guys showed up. They're like, man, I needed this, man. I needed to come on here and hang out with, other like-minded people, Oh my God, I'm glad. Like, they were going around hugging and kissing people, and they're like, who's that guy? He's like, I don't know. He's just hugging everyone. He's like, he's just happy to be around people, man. He's just like walking around going like, man, because the VA is not even doing in-person visits unless it is absolutely necessary. And so I talked to a few guys that are doing the teleconference, talking to their doctor, not even their doctor, their counselor or psychologist.
Mental health specialist.
Yeah, and they said, man, if going in person is bullshit, just imagine online. It's like they're not even really paying attention to what you're saying. They're just going down a checklist, asking you questions, and they're done.
Is this the VA doing this?
Yeah, the VA.
Okay, well, people that can request to go away from the VA can request an in-town mental health specialist.
Yeah, and like, oh my God. So a lot of people are having trouble with that. I know I did my yearly appointment physical or whatever they call it. It was online, man. I was like, because I was still in Fort Benning when that happened. Mm-hmm. And I called and I go like, hey man, I won't be able to get back, because I thought it was going to be gone, by that time, but I was not gone. So I'm like, hey, I need to cancel my appointment. And they're like, oh no, sir, we can do it right now. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm not in town. They're like, no, it's okay. We can do it right now. No, I'm not in Fayetteville. I'm out of the state there. And he goes like, no, we do it on the phone now. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did my last appointment on the phone. It was.
I haven't seen my doc, my primary care manager, in probably 8 months. A lot of it's been over email, and I think I did my endocrinologist via Zoom, I believe. So, yeah, new normal.
Yeah, same here. My last appointment with the doctor, I only had 15 minutes. I think you were talking to the mic and gave me a time limit. So I had 15 minutes in the person, and then anything else was a follow-up. And then they gave me a bunch of questionnaires to fill out and said, bring those back when you're ready. So I had the anxiety questionnaire, the depression questionnaire. So I've got a stack of homework like this to go back to the doctor to then schedule another 15-minute appointment or a phone conference, because the other two after that were on the phone. So yeah, it's the new norm. It's crazy.
Hey, so real quick, Nate, let's talk about that stuff that we were talking about earlier about the last. Did you see the video or the picture of our podcast a year ago?
A year ago, we were, and this is what kills me. And Mike, buckle up. This is going to take a minute. So,
give me a drink.
Yeah, right. So I drive everybody to drink. So a year ago, we got to travel, and for me, traveling is a huge coping mechanism, getting out to see my friends and family, because you guys are so far fucking away. And
got a spare bedroom, bro.
I know, I'm working on it once the border opens up again. So traveling is a big deal.
He knows how to get across.
So. Right? He sent me new climbing shoes and a rig. So a year ago, we were down at JP's and we filmed on his back deck. And I was looking at the video as I was getting ready for this one. I was like, holy shit. We were massive dudes. One of us bigger than the two of you combined, but we were big dudes. And I was looking at going, this show has been therapeutic for us, coming together, because we've all lost weight. We've all publicly said that we're doing better, feeling better, happier, healthier, because we have that purpose. And that's what we were trying to achieve last year at this time, was to show others that don't quit. Like JP says, don't cash out, And I looked at that video and I was like, holy crap. I personally have lost, I'll do the conversion from metric to imperial, about 70 pounds. And there's still some squishy bits, don't get me wrong, but I was looking at the video and I was like, holy shit. I was disgusted to a degree, because why did I let myself get to that?
Well,
and then I realized
now you can use it as motivation. So, I mean,
But
Oh, absolutely.
You know what? It's funny. Everybody looks at you, and I had a few people that asked me, "Hey, is Nate okay?" I'm like, "Why?" It's like,
He's got a tape for him.
Is he sick? Everybody thinks when you lose weight, you're sick. It's like, is he sick? I'm like, no, he's just losing weight. Oh yeah, he looks like really skinny now. I'm like, I don't know about skinny, but yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
A pork chop is still a pork chop, right?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know about skinny, but he lost a lot of weight.
Nothing little cryotherapy can't fix. Come on.
Right?
It's like you. Yeah, I mean, you lost weight too, there, Mike.
Yeah, I think even last year on my social media, on my business account, I even cataloged from my first tactical games last June through November at was it Lakeland, like whatever?
Yeah, Lakeland, November.
And it was drastically losing weight through. Even I went from like Atlanta to South Carolina to North Carolina to Florida, and yeah. But for me, I wanted to. If Nate can compete in the tactical games, I had to compete in the tactical games. So that was the main motivator.
How much you lost total?
I'm about 30 pounds down. I'm sitting pretty steady, about 190.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Are you staying steady there, or is it fluctuating up and down?
Right now, it's fluctuating about 5 pounds just because since work's picked up, I'm traveling a lot and gyms are closed everywhere and hotel gyms are closed. So it's really hard to get out. And everybody, like I said, I've been working in the Pacific Northwest and everybody wants you to jog the path, go jogging with a mask on, and I can't do that. So.
Well, and 5 pounds is not a huge, a huge deal, No.
I just still feel, ugh, when I don't work out. So
yeah, I was 198 back then, and I'm it goes up and down, just like you're saying, between 172 and 175.
Jeez, that's still huge.
Yeah, that's
172. That's me 21 years ago when I came out of battle school, and I was sick.
Bro, I had to go and freaking buy new clothes, which is I hate shopping.
Good thing you just had a job for the last 6 months.
Nobody tells you that when you lose weight, you have to buy new clothes. Nobody tells you that. Nobody warns you.
No. Well, the worst part is then, like, so I was 34 before on pants, right? And I'm like, great. Every time I went shopping, I found either 32 or 36. 34 I could never find because that's what I needed. I go like, well, guess what? Woohoo, I'm 32 now, bitches. I'm going to go find me some shit. Yeah. Of course, now they got 30 and 34. There's no 32 available because that's what I need.
See, my problem is I like 34 because it also allows room to carry concealed. But my problem is the inseam. I need a fucking 30. Goddamn, I'm short, It's always like 34, 36. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I thought I'd throw that in before Nate did.
You can you can never win with that though. With the inseam, it's either you got the right waist size but the wrong length. It's freaking crazy.
I'll rock a 32 inseam, no big deal. But yeah.
Hey, I rock an 18 inseam. I'm fine with that.
Look at your face. Oh. Anyways, guys, yeah, man, it's good to see you guys, man, because we needed to get together and at least do a mini episode like this one. We got good things coming up. We got a few Carla is working hard setting up schedules for some guests coming up. Some of them that a lot of the people that listen to us know, some others that they don't know. Yep. But should be interesting. We're trying to mix it up, right? We have Army guys, Marines, we got Border Patrol, law enforcement, still trying to get somebody here. So if anybody's listening and want to jump in, send us a message. But we're trying to get somebody here that is from the like a paramedic, EMT or something like that can talk to us about, what they go through in their daily basis and transition from that. But yeah, man, it's been great. We're getting a lot of good feedback. I see comments that people, and what is funny is a lot of people don't make the comments in the VTSR page. They make it on our individual pages. Hey, man, freaking great job. I'm like, dude, why you don't make the comment over there? We need the followers, bro.
You need the traffic. I'm trying to build something over there. I'm trying to look important.
But Carla is doing a great job of managing all that stuff. So we got to thank you, Carla, even that you're probably at home right now.
She's got way more time now that the pageant's over. So get to work, Carla.
Man, let me tell you, she rocked that thing, man.
Yeah, you were there in person, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, little JP.
I'll tell you what, later JP, I was like, he was sitting over there and I'm going like, all right, JP, if you get bored, we can leave. Oh, no, we're good.
Your son looked freaking fly as hell in those pictures, man.
Oh, thanks, man. He was looking pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, look at that. It's funny because I thought before he used to be like, let me wear just these pants and this shirt, and these shoes, whatever. He didn't want to like really clean up. And now all of a sudden he's like, no, he want to have nice pants and nice shirt, and he want to iron his shirt. And I'm like, okay, cool. So when I told him, hey, listen, we got to go shopping because I got to get you some good stuff for that pageant. And he goes like, all right, let's go. I'm like, what? He didn't complain. He didn't say why. I don't want it. I'm like, okay. And he went over there and he went around, started trying stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave him alone. And he's like, oh, I like those shoes. I'm like, it's gonna hurt me, but get them, whatever. As long as you look good, I don't care, right? So he did. He looked good, and he enjoyed the event too, and he had a great time. So it was
That's awesome. Yeah, it was really cool watching you get to spend that time with him there this summer, because you could see your energy, and I was like, yeah. So you got to see your kid for the summer. Mike, did you get to see your boy? Is he still in training right now?
Nah. He was at Fort Riley, but right now he is currently stuck at National Training Center, Fort Irwin, California.
Good times.
And for those that, I don't know if you know anything about NTC, Nate, but it's where most units go to do train for pre-deployment. Usually consists of a week in what's called the box, where they sign for vehicles, and then after that's all the admin stuff's done, they go on the field for 2 weeks, and on the way back, they spend a week turning all the equipment in. The problem with it now is that they're putting a what do you call the thing that JP did for the last freaking 6 months? They're basically locking him down.
Sit on his ass.
Yeah, they're locking him down for 2 weeks prior and after the training exercise. So his NTC experience just got extended a month because
they're doing the
quarantine. Yeah.
Well, quarantine. Yeah. They call them LSAs. That way, sound bad. It's a freaking quarantine camp.
Yeah. Well, I did Hohenfels in Germany. That's a similar training style system with the box and everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. But it's cool, but it's not cool that it's a quarantine camp, because that is demoralizing. But on that note, you guys got to spend time with your kids. My summer, since you've asked, I am putting it out there. I am actually in the top 5% of Call of Duty Warzone. Kind of a big deal, everybody. Kind of a big deal. I'm actually ranked in Plunder at player this morning when I logged in to do my stuff, because I was on my treadmill.
Look at Mike's face.
I'm on my treadmill. I've got my gas mask on. I'm doing my stuff, and I'm playing. I ranked 3,197 today out of the 10,000 players that it actually ranked. Kind of a big deal, but hey, it's all good.
I know our friend Tim's probably, if he hears this, is going to say something. But I always joked around behind the scenes that tactical games is kind of like LARPing. But holy crap, Nate, you like jumped in with everything right there with LARPing. Jeez,
dude, I got the treadmill, I got the PlayStation controller, I've got my loadout. It's all good. And then in October, my cousin Durr is going to take over. He's a Mandalorian, and he's going to do the gameplay for me. Yeah, so it's going to be great. But on that note, we've hit the 22-minute mark, so now we're going to turn it over to JP.
He's a what? He's a
Mandalorian. Yeah, Mandalorian.
Hey, Mike, we lost him, man.
Yeah, he's been locked down so bad that his marbles been freaking man.
Hey, when you only have 3 marbles to start with.
But he did shave his beard though.
He did. Well, I shaved mine completely.
Well, yours don't count, JP.
And that's why I did it. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired.
That's normal. That's normal for you, JP.
I'm tired of these guys messing with my excuse of a beard. So I'm just gonna shave it.
Yeah, he put some milk on there and cocoa got at you. Yeah, mine was actually pretty good, wasn't it, Mike? Like mine was full, and I think I'm gonna let it come back.
See, I mean, I'm all about shaping and keeping it look clean, but man, you just went straight.
I did.
I was disappointed.
I think it looks good like
for
that.
For about 2 weeks, we weren't friends.
I mean, I'm not gay, but if I was gay, I'll say you look good like that.
Oh, I would do me 3 times on Sundays.
That's why he's never on Sundays.
I miss you guys.
See, I sent a message on Telegram on Sundays. I don't get it to a response till Wednesday. So
I'm busy. Come on,
recovering.
Now, I do have my own show that JP's given permission to launch. So just stand by for that.
Oh my God.
You and Bob?
Bob, actually, we got a letter in the mail, and I know we're running long on this, but Mike brought this up. Bob and I we got a cease and desist because Bob's likeness is actually owned by a certain company that makes apparently these fighting figures and stuff. So we had to cease and desist for temporary. We've got lawyers on it. No, I'm not serious, JP.
What if you call him like Steve or Dave or something? Does that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, he's actually going to be known as the friend
Robert?
known as Bob.
Robert.
Call him
Yeah.
Pancho.
He's got a symbol.
Call
It's a
him
really cool
Pancho,
symbol.
man.
Pancho Villa.
Pancho. Call him Pancho.
So what's the show you're doing?
It's
Since you guys never tell me anything, so what's the show you're doing?
well, we'll find out once this one ends because we're going to record the
Oh.
first episode as soon as this one ends. You guys are my first guests.
We
I didn't even know
definitely need like a 10-minute break so I can get a freaking drink.
Oh,
Yeah,
you are going to need to be drunk.
Because I didn't even know that.
Good thing I'm home this week.
There we go.
Anyways, hey guys, yeah, we just wanted to bring you guys back into VTSR. If you're listening, send us messages. We're still here. We're just being busy doing a bunch of stuff. The COVID got us tied up, but we're getting back in the game. We're getting some people's schedules. So yeah, man, send us a message. We're around. Everybody's starting to look at what the hell. Oh, yes. Pick yourself up one of those badass patches from Sulu.
How about in red?
There you go. You got it in red right there. Bloody red.
Sorry, shameless plug.
But so yeah, man, we just wanted to come back together, guys, and have a chat real quick. And yeah, it feels good. I actually feel better now after talking to you guys.
Yeah, had my therapy session for the month.
Yeah, wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh no.
All right, JP, send us out, brother.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to VTSR. We hope to see you, or you see us again, because we don't see you, but you see us. See us again in another episode of VTSR. Stand by for more. And Nate, take us out.